What if I told you that 95% of your life is being run by a hidden program that you did not consciously choose? Your beliefs, habits, relationships, and even self-worth are mostly not controlled by you, but by your subconscious mind. And until you become aware of it, it will keep repeating the same patterns on repeat. Hi, I'm Margot, and I'm here to help you understand the deeper forces that are shaping your reality, so you can reconnect with your true power and consciously create the life that you desire. Is it straight though? It's not straight. Is it straight? It's not straight. I am though, God forbid. Why? So this video is the second out of the 4 videos I'm making on the fundamental things to know about life. And today we're diving deep into the subconscious mind. It is my favorite topic ever, so can't wait to share this with y'all. Cause wow, the subconscious mind, what it is really, how it controls your life, and how to start reprogramming it. Because that's the most important part, right? Because if we don't do nothing with the knowledge that we have, it's useless. Useless knowledge. And we don't do useless here, okay? Okay, let's go. I've already talked about it, but the subconscious mind is like a powerful hard drive, like a memory card, a huge powerful memory card that is literally memorizing everything that you've ever experienced. It's just a hard drive that stores everything. Your memories, your beliefs, your emotions, traumas, patterns, especially traumas. We want to get rid of that. Why would we want? Anyways. And I also like to see it as like a huge, this whole huge book that since your birth has been writing, like in the back of your mind without you knowing it consciously. Now you do. Everything that you've ever experienced and is attaching your experiences to certain interpretations that your subconscious mind made of this experience and put it in a box under a certain belief and everything. The thing you got to understand is the subconscious mind is not conscious. Again, I talked about our consciousness in the first video. Consciousness is so important because it's what's going to help us transform our subconscious mind, transmute certain beliefs. But your subconscious mind, you are not aware of, okay? You are not at all aware of. And as I said, it controls 95% of your life. And I really want to make that clear because people do not understand the impact that you not reprogramming your subconscious mind has onto your life. It literally creates your life. 95% of your life is created on your daily basis. Less than 5% you decide. The rest of your day is decided by your subconscious mind. And you might think, no, I choose to put the action. Yeah, but where does the action come from? Behind your subconscious mind. It's a natural mechanism. So of course you're not gonna be like, oh, I feel my subconscious mind telling me to act this way. If you're not aware of it, you're not gonna know about it. So of course you're gonna tell me, no, I make my decisions every day. You subconscious mind. Okay, we got it. It runs automatically in the background without you knowing about it, thinking about it. It's automatic, it's natural. It's a mechanism that works the way it does. And that's why I'm here to explain it to y'all. So that you can gain knowledge about what you are, who you are, what's going on in your brain, and how you can help yourself, literally, to make the best out of it. I'm giving you just dropping knowledge like that, okay? Take it, please, for the love of whatever's up there. Please, take the knowledge and then do your research, okay? I'm not here to give you the knowledge, okay? You're supposed to give yourself the knowledge. That's very important. Do your research, okay? Your own research, okay? Do not listen to anybody that's like, listen to me, believe me, okay? Do your research yourself. You'll find the answers and your journey will start eventually by just you going and digging up answers and going to get that information. Get that bag? Same thing with information. get that information yourself. So as I spoke about just before, scientists have estimated that 95 to 98%, okay, not only 95, but 95 to 98% of your daily thoughts, actions, and decisions are made by your subconscious mind, not your conscious mind. I have a little metaphor for you guys to understand maybe a little bit better, or if you already did, just a metaphor just to be cool. Think of it this way. Your conscious mind is the captain, but your subconscious mind is the entire crew running the ship. If the crew is following the wrong map, no matter what the captain says, the ship won't reach the right destination. One more time for the people in the back. If the crew follows a wrong map, whatever the captain says, the ship will not arrive to the right destination. Now let's dive into how the subconscious mind is formed. So I already spoke about early childhood and how early childhood has a huge impact on who you are right now, today, as an adult, as everything that you are. It has a huge impact because from birth to age 7, your brain is mostly in theta brainwave state.
What?
What is that? You're gonna ask me, because I was that person a few years ago. The theta brainwave state is a deep, suggestible state where you absorb everything. So the theta brainwave state is a state where you absorb everything like a freaking sponge. I almost said something else. Like a freaking sponge, okay? So from birth to age 7, your brain absorbs everything, and that's where the subconscious mind is the most active because it has, think about the book I was talking to you about, and it's writing like non-stop all of the experience that you're living non-stop without you thinking about it. It's writing. From your birth to 7 years old, it's your first experiences of everything. Literally everything. You see a wall, you're discovering it's a wall. What does it do? You're seeing a couch. Oh my God, what is it? You're seeing a color, you're seeing glass, you're seeing everything that we know now to be normal because it's in our daily lives and we've experienced it already. It's already stuck in our subconscious mind. From birth to 7 years old, your subconscious mind is writing everything because everything that you experience are your first experiences, okay? So it's super active during that time because it is mostly in theta brainwave state. And so what people don't realize is the actions that you don't like about yourself now, the behaviors or the things that you are attracting within your life actually come from your wounded inner child, from that child from birth to 7 years old who experienced things and put beliefs upon it, whether they were your own or made believe, but you are still living with the same old beliefs that you created when you were a child from birth to 7, and then the rest of your life, of course, but birth to 7 is literally like the huge package of your structure. Literally, those are the beliefs that are going to hold you into becoming whoever you are right now. And what people don't realize is that the way they're acting today, sometimes in anger, violence, abusive anything, mental abuse, physical abuse, all of that are literally defense mechanisms that you had to put in place when you were a child because you understood that when you were a child, let's say speaking about your emotions was a danger because you did not feel recognized by your family or heard or seen, so you repressed it. So now, I don't know, you feel violent whenever somebody tries to make you speak about your emotions, and you become violent and angry and you close up, And you probably don't like that about yourselves, those behaviors, and you're probably wondering like, why am I acting like that? That would be a great time for you to ask yourself that question. Because what's happening is actually your inner child screaming inside of you, no, this screams danger, this screams like not secure, not safe, this is bad, okay? Like, do whatever you can, get angry, we gotta protect ourselves. That's literally what your inner child is saying because your beliefs have been attached when you were very young to certain experiences that you are now re-experiencing, you think under another point of view, you are experiencing it from another point of view. Definitely from another point of view. You're an adult now, or a to become adult. But in those scenarios, it is still your little child reacting, not you. You are not reacting. Your inner child is. Your subconscious mind is. You, as the conscious being that you are not reacting. It's not you that's reacting. It's not you. It's your subconscious mind. It's your inner child that is very hurt and very unsafe and insecure. That's why it is so important to actually reprogram your subconscious mind so that you don't keep doing the same thing. You're not 7 years old anymore. There are mechanisms, defense mechanisms that you don't need anymore because you're an adult, or you're becoming an adult and you're becoming a grown-up version of yourself. When you were a child, you could not give yourself the reassurance and you couldn't find it anywhere else in your environment. So you build up those mechanisms, those defense mechanisms from your subconscious mind, but you don't need them anymore. You can let them go. Those mechanisms, they don't serve you anymore. That's when you can let them go, transmute them into a better belief, into something better for yourself, something that you would aspire to be, different than those behaviors that you don't like, that used to belong to you but do not anymore. So you do not want to keep carrying those because they're gonna hold you back in your life. So let's come back to that birth to 7 years old period of time. You did not choose your beliefs about love, money, safety, or self-worth. They were programmed by your environment. Family, school, trauma, media. When you are that young and in that state of brainwave, that's theta, you do not make your own beliefs. You're not conscious enough. You're not aware enough to understand that you can make your own beliefs. So therefore, your environment, you know the phrase, you are your environment. You become the people you are hanging out with. You become your environment, basically. Why? It's because of the beliefs that are in these environments, because they will be projected upon you. So let's say you were in a very strict household or a very strict school with people that would always like shut you up or like make you understand that for you to be safe, you had to be small, you had to be silenced, you had to be good, a good boy, a good girl, that essentially you could not be you. In early adulthood, you're going to start feeling like you cannot be you. And I'm losing my mind here. I'm losing myself in what I want to say. So basically, all the experiences that you have lived in those environments that you were living in when you were a young child have been programming your subconscious mind for you. Those beliefs do not really belong to you. They were projected and programmed for you without you being conscious of it, of course. When your teacher tells you you'll never be anything good, or you will miss out on your life, or you will be the shitty, I don't know, whatever. They're really mean teachers. It is so dangerous because those things are going to get stuck in your mind because they taught you that adults know and children don't. It's actually the entire other way around, but we'll talk about that later. Children know much more than adults do because adults have all those limiting beliefs when children have an awareness field so expansive, like, because they haven't learned anything yet and adults have, and they want to project and program them for them.
What?
No, they're them. Let them be them. And thing is that these early impressions actually become the blueprint of your life, of your adult life. So those beliefs that were put upon you, what we call limiting beliefs, I'll explain it later, but all those beliefs have been put upon you and now you are literally stuck with them and stuck to live a life that is not yours. Rewind, okay, yeah, get some knowledge to change that. That's what I'm here for. Because I want us all to be free, okay? I'm only touching freedom right now in my journey. I'm only starting to touch freedom and how good does that feel, okay? And you will never be able to be free if you are stuck with beliefs, limiting ones, that limits your own expansion. You will never be free if those beliefs aren't even yours. Since when do we give others the power to choose the life that we want to live? Bitch, no, okay? No, come on. Reprogram that shit. So let's say, imagine a child has been told, like money is hard to get or you're too much. That belief sinks in very deep in your subconscious mind. And 20 years later, that same child, who's now an adult, but it's still the hurt inner child inside, the adult now struggles with self-worth or abundance without knowing why. The reason is because other people projected their fears and their limiting beliefs upon you, and now you have to struggle with it. And why do you have to struggle with it? That's how consciousness and awareness works. Remember, you have to experience something to put your awareness upon it, to be like, I don't like that, I want to change that. Okay, now that I'm conscious and aware of it, I can change my subconscious belief. Anyways, we'll talk about that in the last part. Now we're going to talk about what it controls, what your subconscious mind controls. You'll soon understand that it controls basically everything, but yeah. First of all, your habits. Yep, you do not choose your habits yourself every day. They're habits, so what the fuck am I saying? Anyways, your habits are literally controlled by your subconscious mind. Of course, habits are mechanisms, so they have to be stuck in your subconscious mind. It controls your emotional triggers and reaction. So when you're gonna feel emotionally triggered by something, the way you're going to react to it is not you. Just as I said before, it's your subconscious mind. It's literally patterns and defense mechanisms when you're going to feel emotionally triggered. Not you, the you that you don't know. The shadow self, the shadow you. It also controls your relationship patterns. Example, you're only attracting unavailable partners. That mostly means that if you are attracting that, you were never given the proper love and attention and affection and appreciation that you deserve. And it's okay. It has nothing to do about you. Okay? The kind of relationship that you are attracting. Oh no, my boyfriend's always cheating on me. Honey, it has nothing to do with you. Nothing, okay? It comes from a deep unconscious patterns, okay? It comes from a deep subconscious pattern. So please don't ever feel bad and don't ever ask yourself, why? What have I done? Am I too ugly? Am I not pretty enough? Is my body not good enough? Girl, no, don't say that about yourself, okay? First, don't ever question your worth, okay? And second, it's always the cheater's fault, okay? So, And third, good news, you can change that so that you actually attract better people, okay? You can change that. You can change what you are attracting in your life. It all comes from reprogramming your subconscious mind. It also controls your body and health. Example, the subconscious stress or fear stuck in your body. You might know that unprocessed emotions are being stored in your body. In some places, emotions are really tied to the hips. So sometimes your health can be impacted actually from your subconscious mind. Like you can have hip issues, like back issues from having so much weight on your shoulders that was put upon you. And it's not just literal weight, like matter weight, but energetical weight from so long ago, from your childhood. So body, health, everything is literally controlled by your subconscious mind. And last but not least, your subconscious mind is controlling your manifestations. Because you attract what you subconsciously believe. Now, manifestation, I will be making an entire video about manifestation because it has been so controversial again with all the spirituality, blah, 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 blah. Manifestation, law of attraction, everything is just like being kept on the surface of things without being explained to us, like concretely what it is and how it works and everything. Manifestation, it's not magic, okay? When they say manifest your dream life, it's not magic, it's not real. So when people say, I don't believe in manifestation, I want to laugh personally. I'm like, in my mind. I'm not doing that in front of people, of course, because it's just rude. Because they seem so clear and so strong in it. Like, I do not believe in manifestation. And I always want to say, it's not that you do not believe in manifestation, it's that you don't know what manifestation is, actually. Manifestation is a natural mechanism of the brain. Manifestation is just literally your beliefs materializing in the real world. We call 3D. Okay, 5D being your internal world, the world where you have everything that you want, and the 3D is the material world that we're living in right now, where you are watching this video right now. This finds you and your 3D, three-dimensional world in this reality, okay? You kind of manifested me on your laptop or on your screen, whatever. Unconsciously manifested me, okay? If you say, I did not manifest her. No, but you probably manifested, like asked a question or something like, oh, I'd like to know about like all of this woo-woo wah-wah stuff. And boom, here I am. So I'll be talking more deeply about the manifestation and everything in another video because it's so important and it has been just misunderstood. Because we're only staying in surface level and this shit's boring, okay? Let's just get out of surface level shit and let's get deep into things. Okay, and that starts where? By getting your answers yourself. One thing to say again, your subconscious mind does not respond to what you want. It responds to what you believe. You might have heard the sentence, like, I'll believe it when I'll see it. It's actually the entire way around. Do you see how they have been brainwashing us with all these sentences and phrases that are like literally ingrained in our like universal sentences, and they're actually like completely false. It's the other way around. You'll see it when you believe it. It's absolutely not, I'll believe it when I'll see it. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? That vision is so limited because no, it doesn't work like that. When you know how the brain works, when you know how things works, it does not work like that. And the world has been lying to us and putting all these sentences and phrases in our subconscious mind since we were like so little. Money doesn't come from the trees. Money is paper! Like, what do you mean? Stop, okay? No, we don't want all of your limiting beliefs. We don't want those, okay? We want to create our own, okay? Yeah. So now I invite you all to actually say, I'll see it when I'll believe it. You see, only that change of perspective changes a lot, okay? Yeah. Oh, I almost forgot to talk about limiting beliefs. That is so interesting. What we call a limiting belief is a belief that restricts your consciousness from expanding. It's a belief that inherently has limitations in it. So basically you have a belief about the world, yourself, about anything that is limited. It's like it had like a very closed cap on top of it and it has all this space around it, but the belief is just limited to its own expansion. Now, the beautiful thing is that thanks to your power of consciousness, remember that I told you that you were freaking powerful because of that consciousness that we know nothing about. We know though that it's linked to awareness and to acknowledgement. So you have this limiting belief, all right? Thanks to your power of consciousness and awareness and acknowledgement, you are going to dig up this limiting belief. So this belief is going to be brung up to the surface. Brung up, that does not exist. Anyways, you understand me. It's going to be up the surface. And from a moment you acknowledge a belief in your subconscious mind that is limiting you from your own expansion, the moment you acknowledge it, the cap of limitation is just whoop, and it's leaving so much space between your belief and the limitation. So much new space. All that from acknowledgement and awareness. The fact that you're aware of it gives you an opportunity to change it, to rewrite it. It's like energetically, it gains in expansion. It expands, literally. It expands. You put your awareness on it, boom. Okay, now we know that it's there. What can I do to change it? I have now an opportunity to take that belief and to say, I don't want that belief. I actually want to transform that belief into something that goes my way, into something that I want to experience, into something that I would rather believe in. And you can do that by reprogramming your subconscious mind. So, reprogramming the subconscious mind. So important. You can change the programming, and that is the most beautiful part of all, okay? You can be all you want, like, oh my God, I did not deserve to experience that. I did not deserve to, now I'm stuck with all those subconscious beliefs. No, you're not stuck, okay? You were stuck until you acknowledged that you could unstuck yourself. So now, an awe moment, okay? Honor. You are now aware that you have a mechanism that is running your life for you, and you're just there in a car, not moving, instead of taking the wheel and just deciding, driving your way. So now that you've acknowledged that, to put yourself in a victim mode and just be like, no, but I did not deserve that, and is not gonna change anything. Now what you can do is, okay, now that I've acknowledged that, how do I reprogram my subconscious mind? I'm gonna give you some things that I've looked up and that I know. You can change the programming, but it takes intention, repetition, and emotional involvement. Because as I'll be explaining in the third video, next one, your emotions are everything. So if you're not ready to go and dig and be okay with your emotions, or actually be wrecked within your own emotions in order to then be okay with your own emotions, and you're not ready, it's okay. You're not supposed to be ready at every stage. This video will find you whenever it needs to find you anyway. But take your journey as you want, okay? But just know that if you're ready to step on this journey, you are going to have to go and dig within your own emotions. That's why I'm saying it's not, ooh, super amazing journey, okay? Not only, it's super amazing once you have done all the work, the dirty work, the uncool work, but you're setting yourself up for life after. So yeah, it's gonna hurt like a bitch, but it's a smaller period of time hurting, very, very hurt, okay? But then you have a longer period of time when you can rest and enjoy the life that you desire and that you create for yourself, that you created, and just sit back and relax, okay? It's better to do that and have those few years of really hard things going on within yourself and in your life, and eventually everything crumbles down for you to rebuild on your new beliefs and everything. It's hard, okay? It's not easy. It's a hard path. But if you keep the faith, and if you keep trust in yourself and in what's coming and in what you are creating, I trust you. I trust you like this, okay? You can do it. I trust you. As long as you have faith in something outside of you, as well as in yourself, because the faith in outside of you is going to push you to have faith in yourself. That's why we love it, because it supports us all the time. We're never alone. It's always there. Creation energy, God, Allah, whatever. Them. It. I don't know. Nobody knows, okay? So there are very effective tools like hypnotherapy. Done it. Amazing. Affirmations plus visualizations. You can reprogram it by inner child healing. I love this one. Inner child healing is amazing. I personally heal my inner child with myself in meditation by myself, and it's literally just acknowledging that your inner child, actually all the versions of you, all the past versions of you, still exist within this same body in the now moment. Because of what your consciousness is and everything in your subconscious mind, the past doesn't exist. It's not a time frame anymore. The only time that exists is now, but everything lives in the now. Everything lives in the now because there is only now. So the past versions of you, they don't exist as external as you. They exist internally. In the now, still. Past, future, nothing exists apart now. And everything is in the now. When I say everything, I mean everything. Up until the entire universe, there is no past of like 200 years ago of the universe. It's still now from another timeline, but it's now. And there's only now. Tomorrow, it will be now. Yesterday, it was now. And now is now. Anyways, I know I will be talking about time in another video, and I guess you're like, this bitch is a bit crazy. Honestly, I wouldn't feel bad if you'd say that, because I would get you. You can also reprogram it with neuroplasticity techniques, because new neural pathways can be created at any age. New neural pathways can be created at any age. You have no idea what are neurons actually. Neurons? You say that in French. Neurons. That it's not called that. I don't know. Neuroplasticity is actually so interesting, because the neurons, I'm gonna call them like that because I have lost the words. Maybe it is that. Anyways, create their own pathway all the time based on the intention that you are giving them. Based on the intention that you are giving them. So neuroplasticity means that you can literally change whatever within your brain. You can change the pathway. You can change the understanding of the cells. You can also change it with meditation plus theta state access. You can also reprogram it with emotional release work like EFT tapping. It's like literally to heal your nervous system. You have like points in your body that activates your neurosystem, and you can tap while changing your belief. Let's say I understand that money actually comes from the trees, and I choose to rewire my belief that it does not grow on trees, and I choose to rewire my belief about how money comes to me, and I do believe that money comes to me effortlessly, and that I shouldn't have to be burned out in order to have money. I shouldn't have to give my entire in something in order for me to have and earn a little bit of money. I am divinely held by life and by money, blah, 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 blah. EFT tapping works like magic. It's incredible. I'm still actually in the journey of calming my nervous system down, going from survival mode to life, literally. I'm still learning that, so we're in this together as always. And then you have also shadow work, and I'll be making a video about it, but literally shadow work is just working with your subconscious mind and working within it and going to dig up the beliefs that are stuck there. And I have no words. I have no words. Shadow work has got me stunned. Okay, wow. It has changed my life entirely. And all of those things that I am telling you about right now, to how to reprogram your subconscious mind, you can do it this way, you can do it this way, you can do it this way. You can do all the ways, but choosing one way to do it will not reprogram your subconscious mind, because as I said, it asks attention, repetition, and emotional involvement. So if you're doing only affirmations and visualization, as it is explained in Manifestation and Spirituality on the Surface, you are going to become very frustrated after a time of repeating. It's like you have the limiting belief, you do not want to acknowledge it, but instead you want to visualize and add affirmations. And you're gonna add every day, but you did not acknowledge the root. You did not acknowledge yet the limiting belief. So what you're doing, it's not worthless, because once you will acknowledge that, your repetition of your affirmations will already be in your subconscious mind, but it won't change anything until the belief is acknowledged and changed. The root cause, the root belief. Because if you're just adding things upon it, your brain is really just gonna be like, bitch, you know that's not true. You know that's not true, okay? If your belief in yourself is something completely exterior as your affirmations, your brain is gonna be like, honey, you can repeat it all along, okay? I still do not believe you. I still do not believe you. So like, what are you doing? You gotta go and knock on that limiting belief and say, hey, bitch, you called me, I'm here. I'm here to get you out. With love and respect and care and understanding and gratitude for what this belief has brung you. I don't know how to literally use that word. Brung? No. You have to be grateful, okay? Because all that you want to let go is literally your child, your inner child is still grasping on that because it still thinks that it is unsafe to believe otherwise. Whatever situation or belief happens in your life and you actually want to like really let it go because it has burdened you for so long, or it was just so like heavy on you for so long, find gratitude in that, because it has at a certain point tried to save you. Its only job was actually to keep you safe. So thank it, okay? Before letting it go, thank it. What I do personally in my meditations, when I want to change a certain belief, when I acknowledge a certain belief, I go in my meditative room and I sit, I close my eyes, and I'm going to like visualize my belief as personified. Like I'm just going to let it come to me in whatever shape, form, color, whatever it comes like. And I'm just going to imagine having a conversation with it. I'm not going to imagine the conversation, I'm actually going to speak to my belief. Yeah, alone in my room. That's the actually most sane thing you could ever do, speak to yourself. And I'm gonna actually speak to this belief and thank it and tell it why I want to let go of it and that now it does not belong to us anymore and that I don't want to keep carrying this because it's weighing me down, holding me back, and I do not wish to be held back. So I'll personify this and then I'll literally see it leaving my auric field, leaving my quantum field, leaving my body, leaving my soul. Visualize it. And then I'll visualize like, what I like to say is like, I'm letting you go, but I'm taking your cousin by the hand with me. And so the cousin is the other belief that is all like, oh, so cute, so pretty, like so much more like attractive, honestly. And then I imagined the limiting belief leaving my field and the good and new belief that I created to enter my field. And usually that belief is personified as light or pink, beautiful light, something cute. And yeah, that's personally what I do. After the shadow work, after the hypnotherapy, after all the meditation, all the digging deep, okay, because that's what we have to do in order to find and acknowledge the limiting belief in the first place, okay? We have to do the work. We have to do the work, but it's for ourselves. So it doesn't have to be work. It doesn't feel like work when it's soul work. Your soul will feel very at ease, actually, when you do that. It won't feel like work as society described it to us. Like we were supposed to work from 9 to 5 and have 12 weeks only of 12 weeks? No, that's way too long. Anyways, nothing of holidays and this is all the worst and life has to be hard. Who said that? Society. Life has to be hard? Life is hard? Where does that come from? Not me, definitely, because my life in my own realm, it's like, why does life has to be hard? Whoa. Or yet like, enjoy your 20s, it's the happiest time of your life. After you'll have to work and it's...
What?
You are okay with that. You are okay by telling yourself, oh yeah, I have to enjoy now because after my 20s, well, it's not so fun anymore. Who said that? Who put that in your mind? Honey, you are alive. Isn't your life supposed to be your best years for all of your years? My camera actually got too hot. I can understand why. Neuroscience actually shows that with enough repetition and emotional charge, the brain can rewire itself. That's what's called neuroplasticity. You are not stuck. So yeah, I got cut off in what I was saying because my camera got too hot. But yeah, everything happens with repetition. It's not only with using one technique that you are going to rewire your brain, okay? You have to put the work in and be consistent within your own self and actually commit to your own healing and decide, okay, I'm doing this for myself, I'm healing. So I'm gonna do everything I can without putting myself pressure. Okay, we'll talk about pressure another time. But okay, I'm committed to healing myself and to actually elevating my life. And that starts by showing up in whatever ways you can. Whatever ways. So to wrap it up, your subconscious isn't your enemy. It's just a faithful servant doing what it was taught to do. But now that you are aware of it, you can begin to work with it instead of against it. You can start choosing new beliefs. You can give your inner child a new story. You can give your inner child another story, a new story, a better one. You can become your own parent. And you can become the conscious creator of your reality. So if this has awakened something in you and you're ready to reclaim your power, like and subscribe and comment so that we can actually build this community of kindness and joy and love and up-leveling. together. And I'll be guiding you deeper into consciousness, healing, and manifestation every time I can. I'm gonna start understanding my schedule on this YouTube thing because I wanted to post every week. Bitch, like editing takes time. Oh my God, calm down, chill. And comment below what belief you're ready to let go of. I'd love to know so we can help each other out. I love it. I have 2 little sentences that are to end this video with. One from Carl Jung. He said, quote, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate." And the other one is by Dr. Joe Dispenza. By age 35, 95% of who you are is a memorized set of behaviors, emotional reactions, beliefs, and perceptions. By the age of 35, you're not existing. Basically. Only your subconscious mind is. Wake the hell up right now. Anyways, I'm so happy to be delivering that video for you today. And I'm seeing you guys, I don't know when yet, but for the 3rd video about quantum physics. And I'm so excited.